Right, this is part 2 of chapter 4, right, metric and household systems. Question 2, in a chemistry lab, a student received 1,850 milliliters of 0.9% NaCl. What is the volume in liters and in microliters? Now again, notice this has nothing to do with that, right? You're converting this to each one respectively. Again, so don't be fooled when it comes to that. Just going to stuff throw you off, so you have to pay attention based off that information. Okay, so we're going to start what's given to us. So it's 2 different questions, right? So first we'll talk about here. So it's 1,800 milliliters, and we want liters. So again, using our conversions there. Right? So we know there's 1,000 milliliters for every 1 liter. Cancel, cancel. That should give you 1.85 liters for the first part. We'll call that A for the first part there. Okay. Now for part B, you could do whatever you guys want. You can start however you choose when it comes to it. You can either start from here or you can start from there. It really does not matter itself. I'll start here since we use this one portion. So we want to convert this into microliters itself. So microliters is MCL for short. Okay. So to do that, I'll just start here. We are given liters. And now for every 1 liter, there are 1,000,000 microliters. Now, if you wonder why, how do you know it's 1,000,000 and not like, 100,000 or something like that? Well, remember, you always have to go back to, rerounding rules, right? This is the tens place, hence why it's called deci. 100 place, centi. Thousands place is million. And what place value is this 1 in? Well, this is 10, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. There you go. That's why. Okay. So that's why there's 1,000,000 microliters in 1 base unit of liters. Again, that corresponds to meters and also grams as well. Okay. And at this point now, you just multiply and you get your answer, which is going to be, a really, really, really big number. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Next up is one of the most important things in this one is weight. Okay, so again, I try to break it down so when it comes to the weight, we're still using the metric system, but for weight, it's always going to be in grams. So hence it's kilograms and stuff like that. So what I did for you guys is I literally just did this and just made it into here to help you guys out. So here's all your base unit, what base units all around. So you see exactly what each one represents itself, right? 100 and so forth like that. Okay. So I didn't do that for the liquid, but I did a little examples to help you guys out. So now using our weight, we want to do that as well. So let's see. Example 3 says a nurse needed to see if a patient was taking too much of the medication or the medicine. The prescription said that it takes 250 mg, so that is milligrams. Come on, focus. What's up with this thing today? And the patient said he needs to take 3 grams. Is the patient taking too much or too less of the medication? Right, so he's taking this, but he says the prescription says he only has to take 250, and he said he's taking 3 grams itself. So the question is, well, is he taking more or less what he's supposed to actually be doing? Well, let's find out. So let's convert this into grams and see what's actually happening. Okay, so always start out with what we're given, so 250 milligrams. Okay. So times, there are 1,000 milligrams for every 1 gram. So canceling and multiplying should give you 0.25 grams. So he's only taking 0.25 grams. And the patient said he was taking 3 grams. So is the patient taking too much or too less of the medication? Should be too much, right? Because he's taking 3 grams, we only be taking 0.25. Way too much, right? Probably going to kill him. Okay. So that's how you do that question, right? All you do is compare, okay, this is what it's supposed to be taking. This is what he said he is taking. That is far too much, right, when it comes to it. Okay. All right. Let's go on to question 4, a little practice one. So actually, why don't you guys try this one? I'll give you guys a portion. So 3, 2, 1, pause, and try it. Okay, so the order of the paper reads, glycerol 15 milligrams PO daily breakfast. Again, right, if you guys remember, I gave you guys this little template where to find this PO represents and stuff like that on Canvas. How many grams of this agent would you administer? Okay. So we want to convert this into grams. Okay. So we know there's 15 milligrams. That's what you start with. Times, again, for every 1,000 milligrams, there's 1 gram. So multiplying these out should give you 0.015 grams. And there we go. All right, the last part of this part, this little part for what comes to it is the length. And again, these are the most important lengths you're going to be dealing with. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, and 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Okay. So, for example, a tumor has a length of 0.9 centimeters. What is the length in millimeters? Okay. All right, so we have this nice conversion here, right? For every 1 to 10. So start with what's given to us. This is what we want. So 0.9 centimeters times, for every 1 centimeter, there's 10 millimeters. So multiplying should give you 9 millimeters. And there you go. Not too bad, right, when it comes to it. All right, so what we're going to do now is, the last couple examples is getting you guys used to actually labels. So like the labels on bottles and stuff like that, okay? So that's the next couple examples here. Okay? So if you notice in example 6 up here, so we have a label, and we just got to figure out what's going on here, okay? So the first one says, how many capsules does a patient need to take if they need to take 690 milligrams? Okay. All right. Well, that's what's given to us, right? This is given. We want tablets, right? That's what we want, how many tablets itself. So from there, what we have to do is actually look at the label. So according to the label, 1 tablet equals how many milligrams? Okay. And hopefully you guys said 120, right? It says it right there. So we know from the label, 1 capsule, I'll just put cap for short, equals 120 milligrams. We'll just look at the reading labels kind of stuff. And this will get far more in detail later on, but just, you know, quick introduction with these examples here. So now that we have that equivalency, now we can do exactly what we did earlier, right? So start off with 690 milligrams. And now using the conversion using the capsule. So there's 120 milligrams for every 1 capsule. So cancel, cancel. And now in this case we divide. So it's 5.75 capsules. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one, 7. So 7 says convert the label into kg over dl. Interesting. So kg is, and the other one is deciliters. All right. Well, what's given to us? So in the label, we were given, there you go. That's what we're given, right? 25 milligrams over ml. So we're given 25 milligrams over ml. Now notice this is just like chapter 3, right? We want to convert both top and bottom accordingly. So just like we did last time, we're going to convert the first one. So we're going to convert the top just to milligrams all the way to kilograms, okay? All right, so milligrams for every 1 gram. So dividing those portions in this case gives us 0.025. Okay. So we know there are 1,000 grams for every 1 kilogram. Okay, so these cancel, and what it gives you here, divide again, and you get 0.12345 kilograms over milliliters. And then finally, convert milliliters into deciliters, right, when it comes to it. Okay. So, same process. There are 1,000 milliliters for every liter. So notice we'll just revert same thing. And then go to deci, right? So for every 1 liter, there are 10 deciliters. And then finally we get our answer. There we go. Okay. All right, so we'll finish up the other examples in the next video.